listening to The Lover in Me, the new single from Fame star Billy Hufsey. He wears many hats in the entertainment business, including author of the motivational book, Living the Dream.
That's right. Here with us today, Billy himself. Billy, hello, sir.
Hey.
Good morning.
Thank you. Thank you for having me again.
Yes, our pleasure.
We'll talk about the music in just a second. We were just taking a look at the book, though, on the screen. Let's talk about your book. What's it about?
It's a motivational book. It's not a biography, but the struggles that I went through. And, the key to success is when preparation meets opportunity.
Exactly.
And using the strategic plan to make it. People don't plan to fail, they fail to plan. I went to LA, I'm going to be an actor, I forgot I was supposed to take acting class. Ended up on the streets, 8 months, living on the streets, eating out of garbage cans, and I talk about how I reinvented myself and using those techniques and structured paradigms to become successful, owning 7 companies. And from the streets of being a vagabond, 4 months later, after getting off the streets, flying in private jets.
And working on Fame, Days of Our Lives, you really turned yourself around. What was the spark that made you realize you needed to do something different?
Well, the way I got off the streets is a very interesting story. I saw these 3 African Americans. I was eating out of garbage cans, and I saw them 3 African American boys dancing. And I looked at the coffee can, it had a bunch of dollars. So
you were like, I have to learn how to dance.
I knew how to dance. That I did know how to do. Act, sing, no. Dance, I could dance at that time. So I got my own cardboard, my own little boombox back in the day. It was called Ghetto Blaster.
Yeah.
And 8 days later, I consumed enough money to get off the street and get myself an apartment.
Wow.
3 months later, I got this television show called Fame, and that changed my world. Mm-hmm. And it was, I was very blessed, very lucky, very gracious to get a show that was in like 130 countries.
Wow.
Crazy cool. So I use the motivational book as the 7 techniques how to become successful. And unequivocally, it's not money. The key to success is truly inner peace. Mm. So if we're happy inside, everything else is just icing on the cake.
Yes, you have to will it into you.
That's right. Yeah. If you think you are, you think you ain't, you're right.
I like that. That's good. So, speaking of your music, your single being released on iTunes.
iTunes, it's 107 years old. I look good for
107.
You look fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah, you do too. Did I say that?
Wow.
You're 20.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
Stupid. Yeah. Boys are boys. Don't think.
No, it's okay.
My dad always told me, engage the brain before releasing the mouth. I just put my foot in it.
Think before you speak.
But what I like about the music is Neon Peak Records, which is a local company here. And since I'm indigenous to this community, this is my community. Got a great team of writers and producers, my team over at Neon Pink. I like that.
We're listening to it right now. Actually.
It's really good,
So this is a single.
This is a single.
So will there be a follow-up?
There'll be more music to come. More music to come.
Fantastic. And then tell us about your acting school, your coaching school.
The coolest thing in the world is I make a living by giving. Mm-hmm. And I booked people. I've taken young actors here, 8 to 80, but and couldn't act at all. Yeah. And now I got them acting on TV shows like The Crazy Ones with Robin Williams and working with Kelly Clarkson and I got people working with Ben Stiller and it's amazing. So the technique that I teach is how to get the job. Yeah. Because you could go to all the acting classes in the world and be a theologian and you know what?
The best actor in the world may never have been discovered.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I know a lot of people on the streets.
Billy, you've had to memorize lots of lines, Days of Our Lives, Fame. How do you do it without falling apart? I don't understand how actors do that. And it's like pages and pages of dialogue.
It's interesting. In my book, I explain that I have a 3rd grade reading level because I'm dyslexic. Mm-hmm. So I've developed a technique. Everything that, winners do what losers won't, and that's sacrifice. And I put in the time to develop my reading abilities because being dyslexic in my day, you were just a dingbat, So I in the book, it talks about all of these things, and it's really simple. I think you'd like the book because it lets you know that a 3rd grader could become, humbly speaking don't take this, a millionaire. Mm-hmm. My goal when I moved to LA, I was 21. I said, I'm going to make $1 million before I was 30. I made my first million at 23 years old.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's great.
But it's humble,
yeah.
Because it was, eating out of garbage cans is not,
It's good to bring you to a. Yeah,
I didn't want to
square
talk
one.
about it, when I was 28.
Of course.
But now 107, I admit everything.
It'll take you 70, 80 years, but
That's
once
it.
you get that out of your system.
But the school that I teach, you can get me at billyhufsey.com.
Okay.
And it's at Hollywood Bound is where I teach. And it's wonderful to be able to take somebody who's done unequivocally nothing, and then you see them on network television working with superstars.
You've got to be so proud to
awesome.
your dad to them all.
It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool because I don't have children. They are my children.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's a pleasure. Thank you so
Yeah,
much, and
thank you.
congratulations on everything.
Thank
Yes,
you
we've
so
run out of time, so next time you'll have to come and sing for us, okay?
Right on.
Thank you. You can purchase Living the Dream by Billy Hufsey on his website or by calling the number right there listed. There you can also find out more about his acting and coaching school. So